already know what time it is. I was still editing, whatever. Let's get it though. I hope everything is good with you and yours. I started this, let's go. Another glorious day. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I hope everything good with you and yours. Today is my special day. Today is my birthday. Had to bring the pick out. Get that right. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day. I finished my morning jog, as I said. I didn't really want to be out here this morning, to be honest with you. That's how I felt. But you know what? It's so much that, pardon me, y'all. Pardon me. Just getting this right. Appreciate you for tuning in. As always, much gratitude. So like I was saying, it's my birthday. I don't have to adjust this anymore. I don't have to mess around. Anyway, so like I said, I didn't really want to be out today doing what I'm doing. However, it's so many times, so many moments in my life that I've done what I shouldn't have been doing and got much gratitude, and it followed up with negative consequences. So why not start the day off positive, in which I shared with you. I did my jog. I feel fantastic, and I'm so glad that I decided to, in which action was taken. So let's get to it. So I'm getting in the groove, even though I'm pretty much warmed up. Still walk with me. You know, my shoulder's still giving me a little problem, but again, no excuses. So this exercise or this routine, I'll figure it out along the way. I'll get in my groove. Let me start over here, matter of fact. I'll get in my groove, and you know, the routine will manifest itself, or it'll develop over time in terms of how I feel and things of that nature. All right. Let me get this hoodie off. I have felt a little under the weather. Nothing too bad, nothing too serious. I just was feeling a little other than myself. And I know that a lot of that has to do with me working out in this cold weather, and that come with the territory where, you know, your chest and your body's exposed. And your body's exposed to this cold air and such, and your pores are open from sweating. So let me see what I want to start off. Let me start off with this bar right here. Like I said, I want to get into a groove and formulate a routine as I go. Again, shout out to you all. So we're gonna talk about celebrating life, you know, and not just on our birthday. but every day is a celebration. And I know we all hear it all the time, celebrate life and all those references to giving that gratitude. But it's not to be taken lightly. It's really not to be taken lightly. For me to arrive at the point I'm at, I'm celebrating every day, you know, to a degree, as you should. Let's hit this dip ball. You know, so every day is a celebration. Celebrate yourself. You know, the greatest celebration that we can get is from us honoring ourselves, being proud of ourselves, and, you know, even with those so-called gloomy days, we gotta have gratitude past that, you know? Sunday morning breakfast, y'all. Happy birthday to me. So you'll be seeing me taking my time, getting in my groove, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video. You know, my shoulder been bothering me. Again, no excuses, but I just gotta make mention of that because we pushing through. This is not forced. I do feel that it's less aggravated. I rested yesterday. I didn't do any working out. However, I was active with other things, doing chores in the residence, in my home, in terms of, you know, cleaning and such. And so moving around, that's being active, which is very important too. And that's why we work out, so that we have, walk with me, so that we have the strength, the health to get things done, you know? And that's another thing. I want to be able to get to the point. I want to get to the point where I'm able to do the tricep extensions off the low bar, the bar off the ground. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to, and I feel like I'm already at that point to get my shoulder. So even with me, you know, being in a state of discomfort, I could feel that I've arrived to a point now, you know, besides my injury, for those who don't know, that I'm getting to a point of where I can perform that exercise, and that's where I want to be able to get back to as well. You know, so again, with this journey of fitness and us elevating to higher levels in our growth and development, We should take great joy in arriving at points of progress. I don't care if it's arriving at a point of doing 3 more extra sets than you usually do, you know? So we talking about celebrating today, you know? Let's celebrate our victories. Let's celebrate our accomplishments. Again, we have to celebrate ourselves before anybody celebrates us, okay? And that's very important because we do live in a time now, and it's always been, you know, I'm not just saying right now, but, you know, as human beings, we look for validation, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, we all want to be recognized. We all want to be, you know, loved, honored, looked at in a certain light. But we got to do it for ourselves first. And this is coming from somebody who has battled with, you know, going outside of myself for that recognition. And it'll never work if it's not done for you first. Let's get this money. That set felt great. That set felt good. So I actually feel better than I felt initially, being honest with you. You know? I got some decent sleep last night. But you know, it's like that sometimes, and that's the interesting thing about working out and how we feel overall is that we could wake up feeling one way and in terms of not feeling that energized, not feeling our 100% self, and then as we go on with our day, we like have one of the best days that we anticipated. That felt good. And again, I'm pacing myself, you know? Every workout, you don't have to take all from the beginning, you know? In my case right now, it's one of those, I like to get in my groove, as you hear me mention often. That's just me. Everybody has a different approach. Some people start their work-offs, they take off, and then, you know, they end off that exercise or earlier than someone like me maybe. And I've always been like that too. You gotta know yourself. Like, I'm the type of person, for example, I get stronger as the workout, during the duration of the workout. Where, you know, some people are stronger from the start and then their strength or their endurance start to decrease earlier on. So, I mean, it varies, you know. I just know me, and again, knowing how you operate, functioning, and how, yeah, you know, you're accustomed to, you know, getting into your best, way of how you go about exercising. It's a nice 10 count right there. That felt wonderful. It's a beautiful day out today. So I'm grateful for that. You know? Again, we talking about celebrating, y'all. Again, we talking about celebrating. Let's get this money. Walk with me. We're talking about celebrating those around us as well. You know, even though self-preservation, absolutely. But we're celebrating each other. Pardon me for a second, y'all. I'm just getting myself together. I don't want to be with my pants hanging off and all that on camera. I ain't with none of that. There's been times I seen myself on camera, my pants hanging lower than I like. Like, nah, I ain't with that. Let's get this money. So again, what you see me doing right now, I gotta mention, dealing with some discomfort. No excuses. However, I'm still engaging with that movement for my body because I feel fantastic, might I add. But I still, again, I want to get engaged with that movement. I want to feel that push. I want to feel that engagement. And this is not a workout where I'm in a vigorous mode, if you will. Pardon me. Let me get because I want to do some pull today too. I want to get some pulling going, so So today is one of those days where I'm gonna use my grips. I need my grips for this part. Let me back this up. I need my grips for this part. That helped me out a great deal. So again, when we dealing with something that may be compromising our full ability to do what we like in terms of working out, we moderate, we alter, we adjust to what we're able to do in order to still gain and perform. Walk with me. Let's celebrate. Now that pulling movement, so even though it's aggravated, I'm still getting a response from my body. And that's what I want. You know, I'm still getting a response from my body. Meaning I still feel that blood flow and I still feel that activation, you know? Some may argue range of motion, this, that, and the third. I'm not worried about that. We're not worried about that. However, the results are showing. And again, this is a workout today where I'm pacing myself. I'm taking my time, you know? I'm enjoying every rep, every set, you know? And that's the beautiful thing, especially these outside workouts. And, you know, these are times, again, connect with self. And don't get me wrong, you know, you want a impactful workout. I'm not going to deny that. You know, we want to be consistent with our sets. We don't want to be lagging whatsoever. We definitely don't want to be lagging, but we want to put that work in. You know, while we pace ourselves, take our time, get an effective workout, you know, but long as you active, that's all that counts. Long as you active. So that set right there was better than the last. You know, the first set I did with those are Australian pull-ups. When you go off the bar like that. So that set was much better than the first one that I did with that particular pull-up. Because at first, I had my legs supporting me. On that set right there, I did fully extended. I'm gonna show you. I did that set fully extended with my legs out. And I couldn't do that at first. I had to work into that. So let me go to this side and show you again. Appreciate you all. And when you do those, you want to get a good stretch. You want to extend out nice. And, you know, those are what I do to you know, a modification for me instead of being able to hit the regular pull-ups. I'll attempt today. We'll see how I feel. I don't want to overdo it. I want to take advantage of feeling how good I do now. I want to take advantage of that, you know? So, again, we staying consistent with our sets. Again, I feel phenomenal. At first, I didn't want to come out, but I did. And I'm so glad I did. Because, to be quite honest, you know, so many times where, walk with me, that I had a cold, wasn't feeling well, but I still smoked the L. Still drank the liquor, you know? They say when you got a cold and all that, the you know, liquor make it better. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Yeah. Peace. Weeds, Collins 4, go closer, chest to the bar. Yeah. Salute to you for being in the building. As I share with my audience, yo, Weeds, I got a irritated shoulder. So, again, my range of motion as such may not be to, you know, to the expectations of other people. Yeah, no doubt, my G. I'm not sure if you're, you know, I'm not sure your sex or part of me. But anyway, shout out to Weeds. But what I'm saying is this, though. And if you may be unfamiliar, you look new to the channel, to the chat, but I want to tell you this, though. I've been battling for many years now. If you can see right here, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Hopefully you can see it. I'm not sure if you can see it. Oh, okay, no doubt. I appreciate you. Yeah. So you see that right there. You know, I be having to, like, you know, do moderate type of, you know, range of motions as such, you know what I'm saying, to accommodate, you know, things that I'm struggling with in terms of this post-surgery thing. It's no joke, you know what I'm saying? Like I shared many a times, they took the artery out my leg. Yo, my hand was 100%, it wasn't mobile, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all was, yeah. Do it make you comfortable? No doubt. But however, yo, Weeds, but I still get tremendous results. Let's get this money. I get this money, you know, I get tremendous results. Word. But check out these dips. And your Weez, if you notice, you can see, regardless of the, range of motion, you know what I mean? You can see the beauty and the control and such. You know what I'm saying? Because it's definitely not, too off in terms of where I can get that money. You know what I'm saying? Get that bank money. Check it out though. Ah. Trust, I see the progress, no doubt. I appreciate you. Slimming down and all that. But like I was saying, that injury I have or had, I don't want to, make it out like this happened yesterday, but it's no joke. Good looking. We said perfect. I appreciate you. So, but it ain't no joke. Believe me, this, the type of injury I had endured is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. It was. It's not a nightmare now, but it was a nightmare. And anybody who's serious about fitness and to have anything to prevent you to be able to partake in fitness, it's a nightmare. Again, with my hand, I couldn't even close it. None of that. None of that. But yeah, we out here. We celebrating. We celebrating our reps. We celebrating our sets. We celebrating our accomplishments. Big, small. It all add up, as I like to say, all add up. It all add up. That set felt good, y'all. And even if it don't look like much, believe me, I'm feeling the activation, I'm feeling the tension, I'm feeling the engagement, I'm feeling the movement. And it feels fantastic. We celebrating, y'all. The birds is chirping, the sun is shining. It's a gift to me. I appreciate the universe, the elements, the atmosphere for granting me such a great gift on my birthday. Much gratitude. Thank you. Let's get it. And again, salute to Weez Collins 4. Thank you. Happy Earth Strong. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So again, we're gonna change up the want y'all to see this. Again, fully extended, y'all. Not quite 15 I was going for, but we'll get there. Again, I work up into those sets that become more increased reps. Like I said, I'm the type of person where as the duration of the workout goes on, I become stronger. That's just how I've always been. So, and I appreciate that because I work out for quite a lengthy period when I do, because I enjoy it. Let me go back to that dip bar. I like that dip bar over there. I like that dip bar over here. That's another thing too. For the fitness fanatics, we all have those favorite pieces of equipment that we really like to utilize. And we celebrating, y'all. So far, that's what the routine consists of. Some dips. The Australian pull-ups. What else? Trying to do the tricep extensions off the low bar. So I'm doing push-ups off of that. Get them triceps. Because when you do those are beautiful too. I'm gonna get some, you can also do triceps like this. I've demonstrated before. You know what I'm saying? Like if you unable to get on that low bar, which is more advanced, the triceps off of the dip bar. So again, I'm pushing past discomfort, y'all. I gotta let you know, no complaints, but I gotta let you know. You know what I'm saying? So when you don't see my range of motion and things of that don't appear to be effective per se, believe me, I'm pushing and fighting through some uncomfortable adjusting to my self. Walk with me. Those felt good too. So we out here, y'all. We out here. And like I said, it all add up, okay? So it may not be a vigorous workout, but what I'm saying is also take the time out or give yourself enough time to get a significant amount of rep sets in. You see what I'm saying? So if you're pacing yourself, I wouldn't recommend, me per se, I wouldn't recommend it be a short time span in your workout. So if you're gonna pace yourself and take your time, at least give yourself a significant amount of time, at least more than an hour. It could be an hour, 15 minutes, or the minimum an hour to really engage and be able to, give yourself more. You see what I'm saying? That you should be giving yourself. You know what I'm saying? So let me get back over here. I like this right here. So I'm working. It's a very exciting day for me because I feel that I'm getting to a point of which I haven't been able to do for so long. Again, because of my injury, y'all. And this has been, let me get this money. So when you see me go down, believe you me, I'm putting as much pressure as I can. Again, not forcing it, I'm not putting myself in the red zone, if you will, of where, let me push to see just how much and hopefully nothing. No. I mean, again, right? Things happen. But what I'm saying is this, though. I'm not approaching it with over caution. Like, my mind is aligned, is what I'm saying. Let me get it again. Let me hit that money again. My mind is aligned with it, y'all. Not sure if you can see that. So what I'm doing, I'm slightly bending my knees to support me. I'm gonna come back to that because I just hit that set, so it's it needs a little time to breathe. I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna get to that again. I'm not. Listen, I'm on it. I'm not letting up on that. I'm not letting up on that. So we celebrating, y'all. We celebrating. So that was a 16 count. I could have did more, but the objective is to I want to be able to reserve enough strength to carry out this entire workout. So I don't want to burn out, if you will. But I want to stay consistent with my sets and my reps. I want to stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Let's hit these dips again. We celebrating, y'all. Like I said, you know, and I don't knock nobody on how they choose to partake in whatever it is they do to celebrating. A lot of times people do the, you know, smoking and drinking. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? But I did that for so many years, y'all. And the reason why I'm saying that, let me get this money now. Oh my God. Yo, comedian Chris G. Yo, Chris G, what's up, fam? What's up, fam? You already know we in the building. Yo, salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to my G, Chris G. Salute to Weez. I appreciate y'all. Yo, what's good, fam? How you? Peace to the God. Peace to the God. Shout out to Chris G, y'all. Oh, Weez said, which park is this? This Eisenhower Park in Long Island, Weez. Where you from? Weez, where you from? It's called Eisenhower Park. We celebrating, y'all. Oh, so like I was saying, let me finish, let me not lose that thought. So, again, for many years, you know, I smoke and drink and all that, and celebrated every day doing that. You know, it wasn't a positive celebration, right? But I want to say this, though, and it's a point I'm making. Jamaica, Queens, oh, that's what's up. Weez? Yo, shout out to Jamaica, Queens. And that's, you know, another thing, too. You know, sometimes I notice I be forgetting, you know, to show my people love in terms of their areas and whatnot. Jamaica, Queens, shout out to the Jamaica, Queens. Whoa. Hey, yo, Weez, I worked out there. I went to Baisley Pond Park, over there off of Rockaway Avenue, Yeah, I've been out there. Word, I made my rounds many a parks too. Weez, I've been to I got footage in my archives. I've been to Wingate, Lincoln Terrace, and that's another thing. I make my rounds in different communities too. Marcus Garvey Park, that's another official park. And Harlem, of course, Harlem, New York. I'm from Long Island, Weez. Whoa. So like I was saying, y'all, I love fitness so much, right? And it was so many points in my life where I was doing very well. Because one thing about me, I just want to share this, about smoking, drinking, doing recreational enjoyments. You know, of course I overdid it, I abused it, you know, overkill. But I always worked out, I always was fairly fit. And I say fairly back then because of, you know, not taking it to my full potential, right? So I'm saying that to say, so every time I was on an elite path, if you will, of discipline, consistency, then I jumped back into smoking on the regular, smoke hella weed. You know, one thing I did, I stopped smoking cigarettes at 23. I never picked those up. However, when I smoke weed, you know, the grabber, the Fonto, all that type of, you know, those are still tobacco products. So, I mean, did I really stop smoking cigarettes? Anyway, let me get this money. So I say that to say, I got fed up with constantly starting over, you know? So with that being said, I'm back in the space now for over 3 years. Now, don't get me wrong. Every once in a while, I have an edible. I enjoy an edible. That's very far and in between when I do. However, I'm not compromising my lungs though. I'm not saying I'll never drink, I just don't drink. You know what I'm saying? And if I do, it'll be top shelf and it don't take much for me to enjoy myself. You know what I'm saying? So I don't knock it, but I don't F around. Let's get this money. Doing a lot of talking, but I'm here for a minute. I'm here for a while, so I ain't tripping. I'm gonna get my money regardless. Again, it may not look like much, y'all, when I perform that exercise right there, but it is. I'm targeting that tricep, and even people who aren't struggling with discomfort, that exercise would challenge most people, believe me. You know, it's a very advanced position to be in and to actually crank out the exercise that it entails to hit that tricep. Let me get some more of those in. Those are beautiful. Those are beautiful. So I'm gonna also attempt today too. I started off and it was very uncomfortable at first. So let me see. Like I said, I'm working in, warming up, you know, the body, get the blood flow, so I'm able to get into a place of being comfortable in order to execute. Ah, we celebrating, y'all. We celebrating. That worked out for me, so I'm gonna hit some of those too. That's what I'm saying. You know, pushing past the discomfort. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hit them Australians now. Yes, indeed. I got another exercise under the belt for today, y'all. Again, it's my birthday. We're gonna celebrate the right way. Like I was saying though, I would always set myself back. So I would be drinking, smoking, as I mentioned, and I set myself back. I'll be doing that. And then, so when I get back serious on my fitness path journey, I gotta start all over. I gotta build my win back up. You know, I gotta, now I'm counting days and time frames in which I haven't been partaking and stuff like that. And at this point now, it's like, I don't indulge at all. So it's nothing for me to, it's no time frame that I'm paying attention to in which, because I'm fit all the time, you know, all around the board, you know. That's how I like to feel. It's a wonderful feeling. Let's get this money. Let's get this money. It's a wonderful feeling. And that's for me. I keep it on the eye, you know? And I don't knock and I don't judge. Feel what I'm saying? I've been there, done it. I still understand the enjoyments of. But I like this and love this much more. You know, it is what it is. I like drinking coconut water. I like eating fruit. I like, you know, everything that gives me an abundance of energy, focus, and to deal with life better. Keep it a bean. You know what I'm saying? Keep it a stack. Word up. Let's get this money. Pushing past discomfort, because it's a mental thing. I'm psychologically, walk with me. I'm psychologically pushing through. It's not like I'm in excruciating pain or nothing like that. It's just that I'm mindful of, you know, the actual rhythm in which I'm doing the exercise, so that, you know, I'm focused on maneuvering in a way where, you know, I'm not, to where I still get that stimulation and to feel, you know, to feel the sensation of. So that's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, we over here. We over here. We over here, y'all. So when I get to a point of where it feels like it's a bit too much on this aggravated area, I let up. I want to save some for the next exercise. So I want to reserve so I can have more to give myself. So, and I'm also saying at the same time, I'm not going to baby myself either. You know? I'm not going to baby myself. But I'm not going to compromise either. You know, I'm not going to be a knucklehead. I'm going to put that work in. So if you notice, the rep increase. Again, I get into my groove. I warm up, you know, throughout the duration of the workout. And with that being said, you know, beyond the physical, and those that know that's my slogan, fitness goes beyond the physical. So I envision what's taking place inside of my body, of my temple, meaning I'm thinking of the muscle fibers, thinking of the tissue, even my cells, you know, all these things that are the ultimate makeup of our health. You know what I'm saying? You know, so beyond this muscle and all that, we talking about your organs, again, your cells, your blood, your muscle fibers, right? Your core, again, I mentioned that before. Your core is essentially what holds your body together. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the abdominal wall, right? This is the show, right? This is what makes us look good. This. However, the core is our driving force in terms of how we maneuver everything. That's core. Okay? Your core keeps its it's married to your skeletal system, if you will, like, sort of, like, you know. So let's get it. Let's get it. So everything is to be taken into great consideration in terms of our overall health and fitness. Let's go. So with those, I can feel that in my tricep, because when you go closer in, you're engaging more in that tricep too, okay? So yes, the chest is involved, but for me, I feel a great deal of my tricep, especially again, with me, you know, having to focus in a certain way of how I'm positioned, you know, and because of what I'm pushing in terms of the discomfort and feeling a certain sense of awkwardness. And I am, right? I mean, however, I still feel great, but my mind is aligned in a way of which, so my triceps, I feel it more, you know, with the chest, with the chest involvement and activation as well. Let's get it. That was a good set. That was a good set. That felt good. We celebrating, y'all. Celebration come in many forms. Let me get back to that. I ain't gonna front that one right there. That low bar tricep extension, that's a challenge for me. However, I had to test the water. I had to test the water. You know, I gotta check and make sure these angles is right. As I said, I felt like I could do more on those. Again, I want to reserve for the duration of the workout and give myself more advantage to finish out the workout. And it's a lot I want to give myself. Give myself a second. Again, still got to be mindful. Still got to be mindful. There we go. Woo. Not quite 20, but it's money. Not quite 20, but it's money. Walk with me.
That one? Yeah. 27 years.
No, how old?
This one is
Feel fantastic. Started off the day with a little bit of some oats. So that set right there was a little more slow pace. That set right there was a little more slow paced because I just finished off those dips, and my arm is very tight. So the sort of superset instead of me resting for too long, what I'm doing is I'll do the next exercise less vigorous, less reps, however, to keep the pace of consistency, okay? So again, I'm being mindful, but still being able to execute the workout. Those are the moments I work toward. Still gotta push yourself, still gotta put that oomph, you know? Let's hit those strides now. It felt good. And when I breathe, it's not necessarily that I'm breathing heavy either, y'all. It's just an exhale of me getting it, you know, a satisfaction, if you will. You know, I'm just being honest with you. You know, my cardio was up. You know, I jogged today this morning. Those felt great, y'all. Those felt great. Fit over 40. Fit over 40. I feel better than when I was 21. That's a big fact. I feel better than I did when I was 21. That's a big fact. We celebrating, y'all. Culture understanding, all being born into God. 7 is that God numeral. Moving right along. Hold on. Yo, I'm wild thirsty right now, too. For real. Wild thirsty, you wouldn't even know it. Thirsty. Bring no water, nothing. But you know what? That's the reward. Hard work and you reward yourself afterwards. Walk with me.
Men on the move, you know, this is going, this direction in get out of here. At this town of Benson, everybody still walking, talking, you know. Oh, coffee for all day.
We're gonna get some of those in too. Those straight bar dips. We're gonna get some of those too. We're gonna get a few of those in. Now, mind you, I seen that exercise performed many a times, and dudes go much lower, you know, even more of a, you know, greater range of motion and all that. Again, I'm getting myself acclimated to the movement, you know, so this is a future step, this is a step to the future progression, rep increase, range of motion, everything that entails for more of a effective movement and result from the exercise. Let me get these dips in. So I'm working on that, y'all. I'm gonna do a whole routine where I'm getting more of those in. Not quite 20, but it's money. That was 17. Let's complete that set. Going for 20. Ah. Let me get some more of these in. Birthday reps, y'all. Reps and sets. We celebrating. It all add up. It all add up. And I'm gonna be honest with you, to some or most maybe, that straight bar dip, it feels awkward. However, and when I say awkward, it's not the typical position one is used to being in, right? And performing an exercise. It's something that you have to adjust to. I could feel how effective it is in terms of how my body is acclimating and responding. I feel great with it. Again, that's an advanced exercise too, you know? And so for me to be able to perform that, even in the capacity that I am at this moment, I'm celebrating. I wasn't able to do that for 10 years. Okay, again, I'm gonna emphasize and keep reiterating, I am on a path of constant, working through this setback, which is no longer a setback in the sense of me taking action. Look at this money. I'm celebrating, y'all. What you seeing right now, again, they took the artery out of my leg, put it in my arm. This is not the initial. What you see right there is not the injury. That hole, that circle, that's where the skin graft, that's where they had to insert the artery. They had to keep that open, put a skin graft, take the skin off my leg, put it on my arm, so that when it heals, it gives the muscle bellies and tissue the ability to expand and grow back in its natural form, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So this is no joke. I lost a significant amount of blood during that time, okay? I was in the hospital for 2 weeks straight because the amount of blood that I lost, and they could not discharge me until my blood levels were at a healthy level in which they could release me from the hospital. Walk with me. I'm coming back to those straight bar dips. We celebrating, y'all. Regardless of how I felt, and this is what I'm saying, what I'm displaying, what I'm demonstrating, what I'm expressing, you see what I'm saying, is the total opposite of what I felt initially when I woke up this morning. However, I woke up feeling fantastic, grateful, grounded, blessed, and all of that in terms of, you know, embracing life, yes, you know, and being healthy and wealthy, you know. So, yeah, but did I want to come out and particularly go off of or go against how I felt? No, but I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I came out, y'all. So, yeah, I'm going to keep reiterating this journey of my recovery, just like those other media platforms where they're going to consistently tell you about the things that are going to do you more harm than good, okay? Because I'm keeping it 100 with you. I'll be like, damn, I'll be talking about that too much, or, you know, to myself. I'm like, nah, the people need to hear that, you know? Again, because they're going to keep, you know, those other media platforms, they're going to keep on drilling and reiterating, posting, mentioning, sharing the things that's going to do you more harm than good. So why not me constantly reiterate, share, post, you understand, something that's positive, a constant fight, a constant journey of progression, a constant point of moments of celebration, and such as what I'm demonstrating right now. Let's hit these straight bar dips again. Ah. My feet not touching the ground. You know, when you do that type of exercise, you fighting with gravity. You know, the lower you go, you fighting with gravity. Even when you do pull-ups, it's difficult for me to raise my arms right now. But when you do pull-ups, the higher you go, the easier that pull-up is. The lower you are to that ground, the more you gotta fight. You know what I'm saying? So that gravity is real. The lower you get, you know, hence airplanes, they gotta go that high, you know? Airplane ain't just cruising ground level. That thing will fall, to my understanding. You know, I ain't seen no airplane just cruising at ground level, like inch off the ground. I ain't see that. Not for a long duration of time besides it actually landing. Even Marco, pardon me. Even Morrow, what's good? You in the building. Thank you. Thank you, broski. Thank you for that birthday shout out. Yo, Evan, thank you. Word, salute. We in the building. We getting those birthday reps, you know? That's how we celebrate. That's how I'm celebrating. Let's get this money. Let's get this money. That's how I'm celebrating. I'm celebrating life with more life. I barely ate this morning. I had a little cup of oats. Little cup of oats, homemade oats. Hit these straight bars. Matter of fact, walk with me. Walk with me. The best way to spend your born day, utilize the body God gave you. Absolutely. 100%. 110% I agree with you. It's a blessing. Yo, Evan, it's a blessing to be able to function strong, vigorous, you know. I mean, that's our driving force. I love oats with some hard-boiled eggs, straight to the point, raw nutrients. Absolutely. You get the protein, you get the fiber, you know? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Our diet is so important. I gotta work back into those, y'all. Switch the angle. Let's switch the angle. Ah, yes. Crank them out. We celebrating, y'all. Crank them out. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Everybody who wishing me my happy birthday shout outs. I appreciate y'all all. You know, appreciate y'all all. Definitely. We out here. Birthday reps and sets. Celebrating life with more life. celebrating life with more life. Absolutely, our diet's got to be right. It's what, 80% of it? Because we consuming and intaking more of what we need to replenish us, to get us nutrified, to help us. Again, the nutrients is the part where our organs, our cells, our blood, right? All of that is what is the makeup or the factors of how we operate at optimum levels. Absolutely. Again, more could have been done on that set, but I want to reserve and have more in the tank, more ability to perform to other exercise throughout this routine. Again, me exhaling is a breath of satisfaction. Another rep, another set accomplished. I'm gonna make sure my battery count getting low. At any minute, it's gonna give me that warning of how low it is. So, you know, again, I'm gonna take the time out to appreciate you all who was in the chat, who was in viewership, who was a supporter of the channel. You know what I'm saying? Much gratitude, you know? And that's what it's about. Positive vibes, uplift each other, inspire each other. You know what I'm saying? And let's celebrate to that. You know, let's celebrate to that. You know, I feel fantastic. I got so much of the rest of the day to enjoy. And just grateful. Let's get this money. Let's go. Again. This is a challenging exercise for me, but it's getting done. So I gotta warm up into that. But what I wanna do, I wanna get some more of those straight bar dips. I'm very excited about that, y'all. You know, so I want to also mention this. It's a journey. I say it all the time. Build your enthusiasm of doing new things. You know, what's done or maybe familiar to others and stuff, your journey's your journey, my journey's my journey. We contribute to each other by sharing demonstrations, ideas, even constructive criticisms, things of that nature. However, it's a journey, and, you know, celebrate those breaking points, those points of progression. Or as they say, those when you plateau. So again, not too much on those, but just enough to engage with the movement, just enough to get the physical acquainted, familiar, and for the body to respond to where the body knows it needs to get stronger in order for that to get done. And so with that being said, the thing about exercise, the thing about challenging yourself is that the mind, of course, it's all mental, the mind is telling the body or demanding the body what it wants to be done. So I'm gonna hit this because my battery count going down, y'all. So Evan said, been meaning to ask, what's the 7 Fitness stand for? Is there a meaning behind it? Was curious. Yeah, absolutely. So 7, my birthday is, which is today, the 25th. So, you know, of course, 2 + 5 is 7. And then 7 in the supreme mathematics means God. So in the supreme mathematics, it means God. So 7 is just the, when I add my birth date together, which is, you know, 7, you know what I'm saying? To simplify it, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's where I get that from. So it represent me. Yo, if this camera happened to cut off, it's not my fault. But listen, we're gonna close out. I got like 3 points. My energy levels are going down. Listen, we're gonna be going live. Yo, I appreciate you all in the chat. Yo, Evan, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who's in the chat. Weeze, my guy, Chris G, anybody in viewership. If I didn't mention you, if I forgot, pardon me, but I'm grateful regardless. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next go around. With that being said, peace.